Want to learn how I made this? Let's get into it. Okay, so I'm taking this cake box and I have my images printed out. Right now, I'm just pretty much measuring to make sure that it's going to be great, perfect measurements. And I had to trim it a little bit, but yeah, it is. And so now I'm just placing the top down first and then smoothing it on as I go. You want to make sure that you smooth out whatever bubbles might be on there. This is a 8 by 8 by 8. I'm gonna say like cake box. I got it from Amazon. It is in my Amazon storefront. So if you're looking to make this and you want this box, head on over there. And this is what I use when I'm doing my Christmas ones. And you can fit a really good amount of things on here. So you do want to make sure that you're putting the right image in the right area because the box is flat. What I ended up doing was I put my Cricut cutting mat in between the box because when we get ready to cut out that little peekaboo window area, you want to make sure that you put something thick in there that you can use to cut on so that you're not penetrating the other side of the box. Now with this box, you can either put the peekaboo window at the top or you can put it where I had it in the front. It's just, what you prefer. So now that I have my mat in there, I am getting ready to cut out this little area. Now make sure your blades are fresh. That's going to give you a clean cut, but you don't really have to try as hard as you try with foam board because it's not as thick. It's pretty much like poster board, which is very helpful. So just take your time and cut this little area out. And as long as your blade is sharp and you're taking your time, you should have a very clean cut. Because like I said, this is just poster board, so you don't really have to worry about any foam being not cut right. So boom, that is done. And now I'm just going to clean up the little whiskers because usually when I do little intricate things like this, I tend to do the little small stuff last. And boom, that's done. This is me taking out that little Cricut board from the middle. And that's how it's going to look. So now we're going to have to get our acetate. And what I use is the cutout from that little peekaboo part. And I'm going to get my acetate and I'm going to mark the area that I need to cut. And making sure that I leave space around the edges for that double-sided adhesive. And I try to leave at least a pinky's width, which is pretty much ½ an inch.
What do you think?
Child. These kids are a hot mess. And so now I'm just going to continue to trim my acetate. And then now I'm going to get my double-sided adhesive and I am going to just place it on the acetate. Now what's going to be a little tricky is trying to place the acetate on the actual box because it's on the inside. So you can't just like flip it over and place it on there. But other than that, it's pretty cute, pretty chill, and ready for Halloween. So what I ended up doing was I made my acetate a little bit too small. So next time I know that, I would be a little better with it. But I used one hand to lift it up and open it, and I used the other hand to do my best to try and place it on there. And boom, just like that. Now I do have that tape showing right there, but that's okay. This is just a mock-up anyway, so it wouldn't even matter. And now it's time to fold the box. So now I'm just going to fold this like this and push these down here. And boom, you are done. Usually what I do is I use the little leftover tape that we cut off and I place it on the bottom just to add a little security. If you're putting a lot of stuff on here, you definitely want to make sure you add a small piece of foam board, 8 by 8 by 8, just to give it a little bit of help with balancing everything. But other than that, it is super cute, super fun. Till next time, happy crafting.